Imagine holding a book so ancient, its pages whisper secrets from 1,000 years ago, secrets that could rewrite history. In the Middle Ages, monks and scribes didn't just copy texts, they wove hidden codes, cryptic symbols, and forbidden messages into their manuscripts, hiding truths in plain sight. From encrypted maps to heretical ideas disguised as art, these medieval manuscripts are a treasure trove of mysteries waiting to be cracked. Today, we're diving into 5 jaw-dropping examples of hidden codes that baffled scholars for centuries and still spark debate. Why did they hide these messages, and what were they protecting? Stick around, because this journey into the shadowy world of medieval scribes will blow your mind. What's the coolest secret code you've ever come across? Drop it in the comments, and let's unravel these mysteries together. Picture a dimly lit monastery, the air thick with the scent of ink and parchment. It's 1200 AD, and a monk hunches over a manuscript, his quill scratching out intricate letters under flickering candlelight. But he's not just writing prayers. Hidden in his work is a code, a secret meant for only a select few. Medieval manuscripts weren't just books, they were time capsules, carrying knowledge, faith, and sometimes dangerous ideas across centuries. Scribes, often monks or scholars, used these texts to preserve everything from biblical verses to scientific theories, but they also embedded messages to evade prying eyes, whether from rival monks, nosy lords, or the ever-watchful church. These codes took many forms: ciphers, symbols, even illustrations that held double meanings. Why go to such lengths? In a world where heresy could mean death, secrecy was survival. Let's start with one of the most famous coded manuscripts in history, a book so strange it's still puzzling experts today. What's the weirdest book you've ever read? Share it below, and let's see how it compares. First, let's talk about the Voynich Manuscript, a medieval enigma that's been called the world's most mysterious book. Discovered in a 15th-century European monastery, this 240-page manuscript is filled with bizarre drawings, plants that don't exist, celestial diagrams, and women bathing in strange green pools alongside text in an unknown script. No one, not even modern code breakers with supercomputers, has fully deciphered it. Some think it's a coded herbal guide, others a hoax, and a few even whisper it's extraterrestrial. The script uses unique symbols, looping and curling like nothing else from the period, and its pages are meticulously organized, suggesting a purpose. Was it a secret alchemical text, hiding recipes for forbidden potions, or a scholar's private language to protect radical ideas? The Voynich's secrets have stumped everyone from medieval monks to B2Q cryptographers. Its mystery is so gripping, it's inspired novels and documentaries. If you could crack one code in history, would this be it? Tell me in the comments what you think it's hiding. As the candle burns lower in our monk's cell, let's turn to another coded marvel, the marginalia of medieval manuscripts. These weren't just doodney-door system, doodles or scribbles. They were secret messages. In the margins of prayer books and psalters, scribes drew fantastical creatures, body scenes, or cryptic symbols that often had nothing to do with the main text. Take the Luttrell Psalter, a 14th-century English manuscript. Its margins are bursting, with images of hybrid monsters, jousting rabbits, and peasants doing questionable things. Scholars now believe these drawings were coded satire, mocking local lords or church officials in ways too subtle to be prosecuted. A monk might draw a bishop as a half-man, half-beast to criticize corruption, hiding his rebellion in plain sight. These marginalia weren't random. They were a secret language, understood only by those in the know. Imagine risking your life to doodle a jab at your boss in a holy book. What's the sneakiest way you've ever sent a hidden message? Drop it in the comments and let's compare notes. Moving from the edges to the heart of the page, let's explore the art of steganography, hiding messages within the text itself. Medieval scribes were masters of this. In some manuscripts, like the 13th century Book of Kells, certain letters or words were written in a slightly different ink or style, invisible to the untrained eye. These variations could spell out names, warnings, or even heretical ideas when read in sequence. For example, a scribe copying a Bible might embed a plea for help or a coded insult to a rival monastery by altering the spacing or flourishes of certain letters. This was insanely risky. Getting caught could mean exile or worse, but it was worth it to preserve a truth or settle a score. The Book of Kells, with its dazzling Celtic knots, might hide messages about Irish resistance to English rule, though no one's cracked the full code yet. It's like a medieval Easter egg hunt, buried in sacred text. What's the most clever way you've hidden a message in plain sight? Share it below and let's see if you'd outsmart a medieval scribe. Now, let's venture into the world of ciphers, where entire manuscripts were written in code. The 12th century monk Johannes Trithemius developed a cipher system called the Ave Maria, where each letter of the alphabet was replaced by a Latin prayer phrase. A simple sentence like "I am free" could become a page-long string of prayers, readable only by those who knew the key. This wasn't just for show. Monks used it to hide scientific discoveries or criticisms of the Church from the Inquisition. Imagine encoding a recipe for gunpowder in a prayer book to keep it from falling into the wrong hands. Trithemius's cipher was so clever it inspired modern cryptography. Some manuscripts using this method are still undeciphered, their secrets locked away in monastery vaults. The idea that a prayer could hide a revolution is mind-blowing. Well, what's the most cryptic thing you've ever written? Hit the comments. And spill the beans. Our final stop is the world of illuminated initials, those giant, ornate letters starting each chapter of a manuscript. These weren't just decorative. In books like the Winchester Bible, the massive, colorful initials often contained hidden figures or symbols. A giant D might show a tiny knight slaying a dragon, hinting at a local hero's triumph, or a coded jab at a tyrant. Some initials hid alchemical symbols, like a coiled snake for Mercury, suggesting the scribe was secretly studying forbidden sciences. These letters were a playground for rebellion, letting scribes smugly slip their true thoughts into holy texts. The Church might have burned them for it, but the beauty of the art made it hard to suspect. It's like hiding a protest sign in a stained glass window. What's the boldest statement you've ever snuck into something innocent? Let me know in the comments. Stepping back, why did medieval scribes go to such lengths to hide their messages? The Middle Ages were a time of rigid control. The church and nobility held iron grips over knowledge, and a stray word could brand you a heretic. Scribes, often the only literate people, were the gatekeepers of truth. By embedding codes, they preserved dangerous ideas, scientific breakthroughs, political dissent, or even personal grudges, without getting caught. These manuscripts weren't just books, they were acts of defiance, time capsules of rebellion. Some, like the Voynich, still defy us, their secrets intact after centuries. Others, like the marginalia of the Luttrell Psalter, reveal their wit only to those who look closely. It's a reminder that even in the darkest times, people found ways to speak out. What's a cause you'd risk everything to secretly champion? Share it below, and let's honor these brave scribes. Zooming out further, these hidden codes shaped history in ways we're only starting to grasp. The ciphers of Trithemius laid the groundwork for modern encryption, securing our digital world. The steganography in manuscripts like the Book of Kells preserved knowledge through wars and book burnings, passing it to the Renaissance. Even the playful marginalia influenced satire, from Chaucer to modern political cartoons. These scribes weren't just copying texts, they were fighting for freedom of thought, one hidden symbol at a time. Their work reminds us that ideas are unstoppable, even under threat. Today, we marvel at their courage and ingenuity, wondering, what else lies hidden in those dusty pages? What's one idea you think is worth preserving at all costs? Drop it in the comments and let's keep the conversation alive. The human side of this story is what hits hardest. These scribes weren't faceless monks. They were people with dreams, fears, and secrets. Some risked execution to hide a single sentence. Others spent years perfecting a cipher to protect a scientific truth. Imagine the pressure. One wrong move and your life's work burns. Yet they persisted, embedding their voices in parchment, for us to find centuries later. The Voynich Manuscript's creator might have been a genius or a prankster. We'll never know. The marginalia artists laughed at power from the shadows. These were acts of courage, disguised as art. Their stories make us question how we'd stand up to censorship today. If you could hide one message in a book for future generations, what would it be? Share it below, and let's keep their legacy going. Here's the payoff. The hidden codes in medieval manuscripts weren't just clever tricks. They were lifelines for ideas that changed the world. From the Voynich's unbreakable script to the sly marginalia of the Luttrell Psalter, from steganography's secret letters to Trithemius's prayer ciphers and the rebellious illuminated initials, these scribes outwitted their oppressors with wit and skill. They remind us that even in the darkest times, human ingenuity finds a way. So, next time you see an old book, look closer. It might be hiding a revolution. Your challenge. Try hiding a secret message in something you write this week, medieval style. Maybe a doodle, a subtle word choice. See if anyone catches it. Let me know how it goes in the comments. If this journey blew your mind, smash that like button, share this video with your history-loving friends, and subscribe for more dives into the past. Our next video is going to crack open another medieval mystery. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. What's the most mysterious thing you've ever found in a book? Drop it below and let's decode it together.